I just watched this video that's gone viral with over 2.7 million views, where a family making $130,000 a year breaks down why they feel like they're struggling financially despite their good income.
I feel like I have to make a certain amount of money or we're just not gonna survive. But going through and seeing like what I actually am spending money on, I'm realizing how much of my spending is not necessary.
And there aren't just a few people struggling, by the way. It's an epidemic crushing America's middle class. Remember those 90s sitcoms like Home Improvement? A single income supported a family of 5 in a beautiful home with plenty of money for things like vacations and taking care of the kids' college. Fast forward to today. Organic milk costs $7 when it used to cost like $2 growing up. Housing has exploded, and despite working harder than ever, 62% of Americans are paycheck to paycheck. But here's what's really shocking. Even 48% of six-figure earners are trapped in the same cycle as this guy. I'm Andy Hoffman, your money automation coach, and today I'll show you what's really happening to the middle class, why it's not your fault, and most importantly, how to protect yourself and break free from this cycle once and for all. The middle class is being hit by 3 big problems at the same time. The US dollar has lost over 97% of its purchasing power since the creation of the Federal Reserve in 1913. What cost $1 in 1913 costs over $30 today. This is happening right now. The money in your wallet buys less every day. Accounting for inflation, home prices have risen by 118% since 1965, while median household income has only increased by 15%. Even people with high salaries struggle to buy homes in good neighborhoods. I remember growing up and the price of gas being 75 cents a gallon at one point, and definitely around the $1 range for the majority of my upbringing. Milk being $3 is what I typically remember. And if you know anything about my story, you know that we sold our house in 2021, and we're gonna be buying back into that same neighborhood maybe later this year, and we're gonna be paying significantly more this time around than we did the first time. Think about the last time you were scrolling social media. You probably saw dozens of ads for things you didn't know you needed until that moment.
Can I somehow charge it to my iPhone for an additional fee? Hell yes!
This isn't an accident. We're bombarded with 4,000 to 10,000 ads every day. This only pours gasoline on lifestyle inflation, where spending automatically matches your new income, no matter how much you make. And here's the most alarming part of all of this. We're increasingly turning to debt to maintain our standard of living. Credit card debt has exploded in recent years. In the past, credit cards were a convenience. Today, they're a lifeline for millions. The explosion in debt isn't just about poor choices. It's a symptom of a system where wages have not kept pace with the rising cost of living. Americans now hold over $1.1 trillion in credit card debt. The average college grad leaves school with $37,000 in student loan debt. These 3 forces trap the middle class on a hamster wheel, working harder just to stay in place. This is why I say all the time, the deck is stacked against you, and my job is to help you stack the deck in your favor with automation. So what do experts usually tell us when we're struggling with money? Budget better, skip the lattes, track every penny.
You go, okay, I'm gonna go out to eat, but I'm gonna get evicted. That's called insanity? I mean, stupid, right?
But here's the truth. Budgeting, as it's traditionally taught, is designed to fail. Studies show that 92% of people that set goals will fail to achieve them when just relying on willpower and constant effort. Willpower is a finite resource, like a muscle that gets fatigued. The more decisions you make in a day, the worse those decisions become. Psychologists call this decision fatigue. Even if you save a few dollars by skipping coffee, small savings like this don't matter much when prices keep rising. Ads push you to buy more, and debt keeps piling up. So if traditional budgeting doesn't work, what does? The answer is automation. That is why I made the Rogue Finance Automation Blueprint. If you live paycheck to paycheck, even though you earn well, the blueprint shows you exactly how to set things up automatically. This system has helped hundreds of people stop living paycheck to paycheck. Check it out in the link in the description if you're interested. Or you can go to roguefinance.us/blueprint. The wealthiest people don't spend hours tracking expenses. They build systems to move their money to the right places automatically before they can even spend it. It's called pay yourself first. Most Americans grow wealth in two simple ways: putting money into retirement accounts that invest automatically and buying homes that increase in value over time. Both happen without needing to make daily decisions. I know I've repeated it many times, but for those of you that are struggling to figure this automation stuff out, let me break it down. Here's how the system works. You create separate bank accounts for different needs like bills, saving, investing, and spending. You split your paycheck up automatically into these different buckets. Set up automatic payments for all the bills and only use money from your spending account to spend with. This way, you know your other financial needs are covered. With this system, you never worry about whether you can afford dinner out. If there's money in your spending account, you know that you can spend it guilt-free.
Yeah, I can swing it.
Knowing that your bills, savings, and investments are already handled. Again, I'm saying this more and more in calls with clients that we're just setting everything to be fully optimal by default, and it really takes a lot of effort for you to screw it up. It's really that simple. And here's some results from some people that have implemented this approach.
Less thinking and money just doing what it's supposed to do. So I think for us, that was huge.
Yeah.
The easy step that you provided in showing me, I was able to tap the $1,500 that I needed to get that problem solved immediately.
I think a lot of like financial people, they're just not saying what Andy was saying. It seemed like 10 times easier and 10 times faster. And it seemed like the foundation that I needed. Everything else is kind of like duct taping stuff up.
Imagine this. It's late at night. You earn 150 grand, but you're on your computer or your phone moving money around to cover the mortgage. Even with a good salary, you worry about things like property taxes, your kids' braces, or fixing the broken appliance. You haven't looked at your retirement account in months. Tomorrow at work, you're probably leading important meetings or projects, but your mind is stuck on money problems, wondering why you can't get ahead despite your hard work. If you're earning well but still feeling squeezed, I highly recommend getting my comprehensive guide that'll help you break free from the paycheck to paycheck cycle. Just go to roguefinance.us/blueprint to check out my automation blueprint so you can finally breathe easy again. And check out this next video to get more of a breakdown of my automation method. Thanks for watching.